Okay, hello everybody.
Hey.
It's me, Steve, and Brendan. We're back from day one of PAX Australia, and we thought we'd just give you an update on what we've seen, what we liked, what we didn't like. We hope you appreciate it, because we're very tired and exhausted. We're clearly all relaxed here in our not so comfortable robes.
Yeah, we're kind of hoping for a bit more fluff, a bit less rough.
Yeah.
It's kind of coarse on the old skin.
Yeah, that's alright. It's because we've got soft, girly skin.
Yeah, that's right. That is very true.
All that moisturise. I feel like videotaping you touching me like that's gonna get.
Well, they're just seeing what they don't normally see in the podcast.
That's
like
true.
how I normally treat Rob on the old bed.
So day one. What were some of your thoughts on it?
I was pretty surprised. It was a bit different to what I expected, but in a good way.
Yeah.
I guess because I knew it was their first one, I was expecting a bit less people.
Yeah.
It doesn't look like they've underbooked the venue at all.
No, not at all.
But in saying that, it was fairly well organised. Like, they obviously know what they're doing from the previous ones, even if it is in a new country. The lines are something I didn't expect at all.
Yeah, they were huge.
Just did not cross my mind
Absolutely
at all.
Huge.
That we would be lining for 2 hours and 1 hour periods and stuff like that.
But once you kind of adjusted to that,
Yeah.
it was like, okay, like you just need to go, oh, I need to plan this. I can't just show up 5 minutes before it.
Yeah, and you know, we kind of had it down by the end of the day, and I think we're going to be good for the rest of the time. But yeah, no, I'm really enjoying it.
Yeah. There's definitely that level of organisation just seemed to flow really well. Like they have these, I guess, volunteers essentially, and they're called enforcers, and they all were really, really helpful. Like, you know, you had a question, they would just answer it. They were friendly, polite, probably, you know, yeah. No, that was really good. And even the setup of the venue seems pretty good. Like they've got a big hall, you know, which is their main hall, but some smaller ones, which seem all kind of well sorted.
Yeah, the expo room with all the like the Ubisoft and stuff looks like a proper expo room, even though it's just kind of like a
big
random hall.
Kind of shed, big shed. And I guess that's kind of the first thing we did was go to the exhibition hall. Besides stand in lines, and we played some really. Oh no, the first thing we did was play that. Was it Johann Sebastian Joust or whatever, something like that? Yeah. Which is this game that uses move controllers. Mm. And I sucked at it. Both times
just walking around with your move control like this. The most efficient way to play.
Yeah, I don't think it was explained very well to me the first time.
I was really afraid of being too rough with the other people. Yeah. And this guy just comes along and just pushes me as hard as he can. And I was like, dude, what's the go? Like,
get the fist out.
Yeah. Just relax.
Yeah. And then we did some laser tag and stuff like that. What were some of the things that you kind of liked the most?
I have to say the Rooster Teeth panel was a lot better than I expected.
Quite funny, yeah.
Yeah, when we first lined up, I was like I like Rooster Teeth stuff, but what do I really need to know from a panel? Like, what can I really get into?
Yeah.
And a lot of people in line was just saying that they were gonna talk about their latest episode that I haven't seen yet and stuff. But it ended up being really, really funny, really insightful to how they are with each other and how they are with their site. We got to see a really funny video of someone they hired because he posted a video on Reddit of him trying to chase an orb in Crackdown 2, which was really, really funny. I'm laughing just thinking about it.
I know. Particularly just that last part where he misses it.
Oh, that was great.
Completely, yeah.
Yeah, so no, that really, really stood out for me as a highlight for the day. Which I'm sure, if we got to look at some other stuff, those would have been highlights as well.
Yeah.
But considering we missed the Storytime with Ron Gilbert and we're going to the PAX Q&A on Sunday. Yeah. That was really what stood out for me. What about you?
Yeah, I think the whole vibe of the thing is kind of, it sounds like a weird thing to say, but there's just these massive halls of people playing tabletop games, which is just like, it's just something super cool. Like it's not. I guess you could do it anywhere in the world, you know, if you really wanted to. But yeah, that was kind of cool.
Yeah, and everyone's like super friendly.
Yeah.
Because we've been to a few like conferences for other things as well.
Yeah.
And where you'd expect people to be super friendly and welcoming, but they've been kind of like hostile and sort of keep to themselves. Whereas a big bunch of gamers who are typically, you know, arrogant and self-righteous were really, for the most part, friendly. And
there was that kind of lack of entitlement, you know. Yeah, I guess seeing Xbox One was kind of exciting. Like, I don't think it was necessarily all this amazing thing for me, but it was kind of like, I kind of got that little charge of like, ooh, new consoles, they're so close.
Yeah, and that whole like, I guess conference, was really cool, really well done.
Yeah.
Man, those games look amazing.
Yeah, they did, didn't they?
They just, they look so good. Rise or Reese.
Right, yeah.
That looks phenomenal.
Yeah, like gameplay, it looks a little bit dull, but like graphically, it was just super exciting to watch.
And actually, the Kinect stuff was something I really enjoyed from that. Just all those, like all the improvements they've made, and like that you could actually see what it was seeing and what it could do on the screen.
Because I'd heard about a lot of those kind of tech demos, you know, with the Kinect and even the controller itself, and it was just really interesting to see them. Although I must say, having someone demonstrate the vibration of a controller while he's holding it is completely stupid.
Yeah,
and redundant, but
well, I guess they were using the bass, like the loud bass, to like kind of demonstrate it, but it doesn't really substitute a rumble in your fingers.
No.
But still, it seems cool enough.
Yeah, definitely. So what haven't you liked?
Well, I've kind of already mentioned this, but the lines. Now, probably not so much, but just for today, especially, like I just wasn't expecting lines, and I was hungry for most of the day, and yeah, it was just very, very painful, I guess. Where I was just like, oh yeah, I really want to go see Ron Gilbert, story time, and then the line is already, you know, I guess hundreds of meters away. I guess is the best way to describe it. I guess there's that, and then I don't know. There's been a few real like arrogant obnoxious people, which don't get me wrong. Like everyone's been like super amazing, but there's just a few of them.
Yeah, overhearing conversations and stuff.
Yeah, and they're very opinionated, like very much what you'd expect from people on the internet, but in real life.
Yeah.
And being stuck in a line with them.
Exactly, it's a combination of the two.
Yeah, really. It's like you mesh those two together, and they're the worst part. Which is really more of a testament to how well the whole show's going. If like my biggest problem is, you know, waiting in line and a few, you know, arrogant
special people.
Yeah. What about yourself?
I would agree with both of those things. And the last panel we went and saw was kind of a bit of a mixed bag as well.
Yeah.
Well, I kind of dragged Brandon I didn't drag you, but I wanted to see this. It's the thing called IRL shooter gaming. Anyway, they make these real life. It's like laser tag, but with actors and zombies and like a whole venue and scenarios. And from everything I've heard about it, it's fantastic. But the panelists were just in love with the concept of what they did.
Yeah. And
they used the word amazing and great and brilliant and immersive and not possible and all these words. Like, it was just, I don't think they were bad people, but man, I was just like, after a long day, they were just a little bit hard.
A bit over the top.
Take.
Yeah, and I actually hadn't heard anything about what they did or anything about it until the panel started. So I assumed it was just another shooter and them talking about making the systems in the game. And none of what they were saying made sense to me for about half the panel until we saw a video and it was like, oh, it's...
Penny drops.
Yeah, that's right. I was like, oh, that makes so much more sense now. But yeah, I guess all I've heard about the game is great stuff too, because I've only heard them talk about it.
But they are bringing it to Sydney, which will be exciting. So.
Yeah, and I'm definitely keen to try it out. It looks really, really fun.
And intense as well.
Yeah. Be interesting to see how us and our friends react in that situation.
They'll turn on each other. I must say, the actual gun that they have was just super heavy, wasn't it?
Really, like, the guy next to me handed it to me, and I got my first arm on. I'm like, oh, this isn't heavy, and then he let go, and then it was just like, oh, wow.
And that's saying this scenario is like an hour of that.
Carrying it around.
So.
Well, they're saying in their new ones they're looking to make them lighter and better materials and stuff. Like, they're real holographic scopes and stuff on it. It's like all metal, really expensive, heavy sort of stuff.
Okay. So that's day one of PAX. We'll be back tomorrow night. Although I guess this will all kind of get edited into, I don't know, maybe 1 or 2 videos. It won't be super long. So thanks for watching, and we hope you enjoy.